Yeah, here it is. Another Friday afternoon, and the doggy's helping me in the shop. Barney's speaking. And so, anyhow, what did I do? Worked mostly on, well, I got this all boxed in here. You can't really see now, but if you stick around and watch the video, you'll see how I got that all boxed in. Did some spot welding down here with a spot welder. Might even have some live action of that. And then I put this one piece in there just to finish off that little hole right there. Yeah, that hole right here. I haven't got that completely welded in, but it is. Maybe it's spot welded in there, maybe not. I don't know. You tell me. It might not be yet. I'll have to get to that one of these days. Anyhow, or plug welded. Anyhow. So now this piece here is just cut to size and kinkoed in. Then I'll do a cut and butt around it. But I need to do some work on it with the English wheel to get the proper amount of crown into it. Hang on. Yeah, I had to have a sneezing fit. And then down here I'll just finish it off with, that's coming next week I hope, finish this all off in here and have this side back together and looking like a van again instead of a big hole in the wall. Anyway, that's this week. We'll get this out to you soon for the 1982 Volkswagen Westfalia that takes up the whole shop. Anyway, that's it for this week, and I'll see you soon. Have fun. Yeah, so here it is. Time to start a new week. And it's like I've told you all about here. So now I guess I have to build that piece that goes in there, right? And I'll see if I can build that little piece to go in there, and then I'll fix the floor. Or maybe I'll do the floor and then do that piece. What'll I do? I think I'll build that piece first, and that'll be that completed. And then I can start working on the complete stuff. There we go. Okay, that'll be the thing. Yeah, so I have to make a piece like this here, which is, you know, it looks pretty simple, but it's all sorts of curves and bends and stuff like that. So I'll make it in two parts and weld them together in the middle. So here's the first bit here. Now that looks like pretty simple, but what I did was made a straight piece and and bent a flange along the top here, and then I put it in the shrinker like that, and then I pulled it down on the shrinker, and that makes that kind of a curve or crown on it on the top there, so that it'll fit be the same angle. Now I just gotta, where am I pointing here? Just gotta cut off that little bit right there where the black mark is, and it should fit in pretty nice. Then I'll make this second piece, which is that top piece right, where am I pointing? The top piece right there, and I'll just cut a piece and make it sort of same length, and then it kind of bubbles at the end here, so it may not be exactly the same as that when I'm done, but pretty close. We'll just see. There, now I've made a second piece of metal that'll go just like that, and that kind of makes that piece up pretty close to right. And I'll just sort of weld that on together just like that, then see how it fits into place and see what I have to do. I'm just going to put a couple of tacks on it and see how it works out. Yeah, so there it is. It actually fits. I'm surprised. A little bit of overlap inside here, but that's okay. I'm just going to weld along that edge there on the inside, and that'll be good. That'll be nice and strong. Then clean up the outside a bit, and that'll be good. Yeah, so here now I've got this piece here made, and it fits pretty well into the spot. Now this next piece will go on like that and sit something like that. No, something like that. I'll just weld it on there and just tack it on a couple of places and see if it fits in. And that'll be where the wall sits on it. So that's all I get for today. Anyhow, I gotta go. It's 4:40 on that clock right there. Time to go. See you tomorrow, maybe. Yeah, so here now, this is pretty well put together. That's one flange, two flanges, three flanges, and then this goes over to the other side. I have to weld a little piece on here somehow to kind of make it fit into the whole thing. So I'll do that before I put it in. I'll just go and fit it into place now. But I need, it's hot, so I need to have this on to be able to go and check the fit. So I'll take it over, see where it fits on without burning my fingers off, right? It fits right in here. No, you're not seeing anything right yet, but it will in a minute. Sorry, that was pretty close up, eh? So it sort of fits right in here, and it does fit pretty good, but I need a little flange on that side of it there. I'll just get it. Wait a second, I'll show you. Yeah, there it goes. So it just fits right in there. I'll weld it here, and then, but first I'll make a little piece to go in here, just to fill in that corner there. See how that'll work out. And I think I leave it open underneath to let the water drain out of it, so that's the way I think that's the way it's supposed to be. Yeah, there we go. That's the next piece of the puzzle put in there. I think that pointing the right way, right in here. So it's got 3 levels to it, and it sort of makes that channel, and that makes a channel like that to give it strength. And so over on this side, pretty ugly welding in there, but once I close that in, nobody will ever see that again. And then I leave it open at the bottom to let it drain. I think I'll have to drill a hole in the bottom of that side over there. Where am I pointing? Over there somewhere, to make sure it drains out properly. We'll see how that works out. Anyhow, it looks, well, the puzzle's coming back together. So the next piece is in here on the floorboards. I'll see what I can do about making a piece up in there. But that's a short day today. That's all we get today. So maybe tomorrow, maybe not. We'll see. Yeah, here we are. So this piece here is what I cut out of there, eh? It's got to be this piece, and that's got to be the hoopy thing on it, so I got to make that out of it. And then it has to go out to there. Well, it actually just goes right to here, and then another piece comes over the top of it there. I think that's the way it works. Well, no, maybe not. Maybe this piece goes on first, and then the floor seems to come to that edge right there. Now, the old floor, what did I pull out of here? That piece of metal. It was all rusty, eh? Here's what pulled out of there. And it seems to go across. So I think what happens is this has a little flange on it underneath here and goes across. That's what I'll build anyhow. Build a piece to go from here over to right here, and then I'll put this piece on top of it. I think that's how it's supposed to be. Well, hard to say sometimes. Yeah, now I promised I'd show you how I made this piece when last time I made a piece with the hoopy things in it like that, eh? So I'll show you how I did that this time. See how I can make out here. So I've got it traced out what the size piece I want. And yeah, so there's the size of piece, right? Now, next thing I do is clean it up a bit over here. Wonder where that is. Is that pointing the right way? Yeah. So I clean it up a bit on the edges. So that's a nice piece there now. Now, I'll just trace out where I want to put those hoopy things. I'll just bear with me here a minute. I'll let you down. Whoa, boy, did that ever go down. I didn't think it was supposed to do that, but that's what happened. Now, am I pointing the right way? Too many stuff in the way here. Right around there somewhere. Yeah, right here. So here's how it sits. This goes on like this here. And then the hoopy thing has to come. Let's put it right there. There's the outside edge. There's kind of the inside edge. There's the outside edge there. And there's kind of the inside edge. About like that. Now I'll go over to the metal brake and see if I can actually put those on. So I'm just going to trace this out here. The outer edge goes like that. The inner edge goes like that. About there. And then like this. And it gets up to about here where it cuts off. So now that has to be on the transferred to the other side, eh? So you just transfer that to the other side. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. Straight edge is held. This side here, we get it later, but it's where the lines are, so it'll be all right. So this one, right about there, right about there, about there, about there. This side, about there, about there, there, and there. So they get 45 degrees going that way. I'll show you. So they get. I'll move us all over to the brake. Now, are we still recording? Yeah. So up we go a bit, get everything in view. Barney, you gotta just be patient. No. So this has to be right there. Quiet down, doggy. Like that. About 45 degrees. Like that. And this side here, same thing. At about 45 degrees, like that. So it looks like that. And then you just stick this side in, and it sort of happens to be right at the ½ inch mark. So it's kind of good that way. And then straight out like that. Too much. And there it is. That's how it's supposed to look. Pretty close. We'll just see how it lines up on the with the other one. I'll go back to the other table here now. At the worst, we just have to straighten it all out and do it again. But I think this will fit just fine. Oh, there. Now, where am I pointing? What about over here? Right around there. So here's how it sits. It's pretty good. It's going to be like that. That's pretty close to right. Now, I have to flatten this out. So what I'll do now is I'll cut that line and cut that line, cut that line and cut that line down to there, and just flatten them out, and then they get welded together after. I'll show you. Get this pointing the right way. You don't want to look at the floor so much, do you? Where is it? Right there, that's right here. So I'm going to cut here, 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 and here, and then just flatten that out. I likely didn't have to cut that one, but anyway, it's cut. Now, all we do is take a hammer and make that flat now. Then I'll weld those pieces together when I get it done. There it is. Kind of looks like that. I'll flatten out a bit on the big anvil, make it right here, and then I'll show you in a minute. Yeah, so there, that's the way that'll look now. It comes down, tapers down to that end there, and it'll all be okay. So that'll get welded, and that'll get welded, and that extra cut there will also get welded, and then I'll likely put a couple of holes along here for plug welds. So maybe I'll do that right away. Yeah, so that's about what it fits like there. A little bit wide gap here, but that's excuse me, right on the frame right there. So I'll just weld it to the frame and fill that in. And over here I'll plug weld it onto that new piece of metal there, and it'll all be happy. Okay, just see what I can come up with. Yeah, so there we go. That's welded in there, plug welded across there, and then it doesn't weld on that. This piece comes over on top of it and plug welds onto that again. So I need to do some grinding, and then need to fill in along here, all the way up, all the way across, from there to there. Might be able to do that with one piece of metal. That'd be cool. Yeah, there I grinded it up some, and it looks actually not bad. Again, I'm not going for any prettiness awards underneath here, because it's all going to be covered up with kitchen cabinets in the end of it. So there you go. That's solid, good solid. Next, I'll see you about this piece down here. There now, I've got that piece there, good English, eh? That piece ready to go now. So I had, this chunk along here, where am I looking at? Oh yeah, right here. This chunk along here is 32 inches long, and I happened to have a piece of steel that was 4 inches wide and 16 inches long, so I've just made two pieces. Here's piece number 2, not ready yet. This piece here, I've got it folded into cut to fit in here. So I got to put that in, then I'll fit that other piece after. But that'll be tomorrow, so maybe see you then. Bye for now. There, now I've got slice number 1. Oops, I'm going to drop it. Slice number 1. Where am I pointing? Right here. Okay, sorry. There, try and get this right, eh? There, slice number 1 is ready to go in, and it fits pretty good against the floorboard, and then I'll spot or plug weld it to this bit here, which is mostly pretty clean. So, see how things go out. I'll show you when I get done with this bit. Yeah, so there's the first piece welded, and I haven't grinded anything yet, but it actually looks pretty good there. So I'll get this second piece ready to cut off a little bit of it there, and then I'll start fitting it to the other end over here, and that'll finish up the floor, except for those couple of holes on the inside, which I'll get to later because they're easy to get to. Then I'll do this. I got to do this bit here. That bit there goes. We'll see. Yeah, there we go. That's in there now. A little bit of grinding on it to do, and that's all right. Then I'll fill in this bit here, which is pretty simple. Just a simple piece right there. That has to be, that's structural, so that has to be like 16 gauge, which I have some over there. And then I think that it comes out to about here, and then another piece will, well, I'll just put another piece along here. And I don't really know for sure because I don't know whether it has to be there or not. It should be because there's holes here, so that keeps the weather out. It's got to be boxed in, so I'll just box it in. Anyway, carry on. Yeah, there. It's moving along pretty fast now. The that piece is in. That's all the floor is finished. Now I just have to put this piece down here. And I think it's kind of a square piece that goes in there. We'll see how that works out. Yeah, now so this next piece, not too tough to make. This next piece, I'll show you. I've got it sort of half done already. I got a sheet. I just took a piece, like my sheets come in 24-inch wide chunks, right? So I just took the piece 24 inches wide, 19 centimeters long, and then I bent it here at 3. All my measurements are mixed up, 3 1/4 inches in. Then put a flange down there for about 1 inch. And so it all fits pretty good. Is that looking at it? Yeah, see that? How that goes like that. And then I put it in the vise and made this corner a bit sharper than what you can get with the bending machine over there, the brake. So now I'll put some plug holes in here and a couple more in there. You can't see the marks. And then I'll start welding. I'll weld it onto the top and see if I can spot weld it at the bottom. That'll work out really nice. Yeah, there we are. The spot welder sure is a handy tool, but boy is it ever heavy. So I'll see if I can set this up somewhere. You can follow along here. Hopefully that's going to look at the right spot. We'll just check it out. Hang on. Yeah, that's looking around the right spot there, so I'll try and get the spot welder up there and not knock over the camera. How's that? Heavy. I don't know what it weighs, but it sure is lots. It does it really quick though. No time at all, you gotta weld. that's not a very good weld there. I'll give it some more. Bernie. It's okay, Bernie. Okay. There. Well, there's a bit of spot and doggy. Oh boy, there. That's all spot welded. That thing is very heavy to lift around, but there, that's on there solid now. Now I'll make a next piece here. Oh, there's it's kind of a, where am I pointing? A bit wider in here, and then it narrows down to here. So I'll make a little piece that goes in and fits into here. See what I can come up with. Yeah, there it is. It's all welded in across there with the spot welder, which weighs about 1,000,000 pounds. Anyway, that should be all right. And that's it for today. I'm going to the races tonight. See how things are about that. Anyway, there you go. Bye for now. Yeah, so here, new day, hey? And so I finished up these welds along here, and this is all boxed in all the way now. Right from the back there, all the way to the front there. So now, what I better do is I better finish this part right in here. That, I don't know what haven't got a real plan for that yet, but I think it's pretty simple. Just out to a flange and then join those two together, and then we'll just, that'll be that all boxed in. There's a little bit, you can see light through down in there. Can you see that? Am I pointing the right way? See where my hand is going back and forth in the light there? So that has to be closed off. And then you can see light through here. I've put my hand, see where, move my hand back and forth and the light comes and goes there. I don't know if you can see that. Where is it? Right in there. Anyhow, I'm not too worried about that one yet because I can fix that after the car's after the wall's on out here, but it might be easier to fix it before I box everything in. So first off, I'll do this right here, and then that's the only bit that has to be finished up before I can put a wall on here. And then I might do this little bit along the edge here. I'll just start to think about that. Anyhow, that's a plan, or part of a plan. Yeah, so, well, oops, there's a string in your way. I got a bit ahead of you, but here, this piece here, I built and got it in there. Now, it's a good thing that's hidden forever because it's a pretty ugly job, that one. But out here, it looks better. So I guess now that that's all done, I have to sort of think about how to make this wall again. Oh dear, that's going to take some sort of thinking, eh? Don't know what I'll do there for sure yet. I'm going to think about it for a bit before I get it all done. I might make it in two chunks. One right. Oops. I might make it in two chunks. One here, and the other one there. Then that'll be a whole wall piece in there, right? Anyway, I think if I tried to make that whole piece all at once, it would fail. But we'll see what I can come up with. I think first off, this piece right here, just fill in that piece there. See if I can get it to come together here. I have to do a little bit of grinding on it, clean off that stuff. See what it comes out when I grind it off. I'm gonna have to open the garage door and grind a bit. Yeah, so I guess whenever you have a great big thing like that, then you break it into smaller pieces. So the obvious first piece would be just this little piece here. Where am I pointing? Yeah, this little piece right here. I'll stick that in. Then we'll put a couple of pieces across there and see how it comes out. You never know, it might look all right. Likely it'll be better than what was there, so that'll be all right. Yeah, so a little bit of work to make this piece fit, but I think I've got it fitting pretty good over here now and along there. So, and it's got a bit of a crown to it, so that's good. And down here, that's the hoopy bit there, sort of matches this hoopy bit here. I think it'll be fine. So I'm gonna just cut and butt across here, and then I'll spot weld down to the bottom, then get this thing butt welded or plug welded. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so that's the first piece of wall back into it, and it feels pretty solid and good once I got it. So I have to just finish welding that along there, and then I'll have to figure out a way to get that butt welded in there. I guess I can do that fairly easily, or plug welded, sorry. This is butt welding, that's plug welding in there. And I did spot welding along the bottom here with my machine that weighs 1.5 tons, but it seemed to work all right. This one here didn't hold, but that one there sure did, and I think the rest of them are pretty good. This one may not be as good. That's pretty thick. That's 3 sheets of metal there now, so a lot to go through. So that's again it for today. It's Wednesday today, and yeah, sometime I'll have this hole back filled in again. Isn't that something? And that's the biggest bit of body work on it. The rest is just little chunks like over here. Well, a little bit right there, crusty. There's some up in here. And around the windows, guess I gotta pull the windows out to be able to fix that. Yep. Well, I guess if the window's out, then I'll paint it all up in there. I don't know what color yet. What color do you think it should be? I'm thinking light blue, but I haven't decided as yet. It was originally that orangey color that comes on Volkswagen vans. But everybody's got one of those orangey colored ones. And be cream colored would look good too, like a light cream color. That would look good. Anyhow, what would you think? Hey, see you later. Yeah, so here I am again. Another day. Actually, it's Friday today, so maybe by the end of the day I'll put out a video of some sort. But I have to teach myself how to make this groove like this. Looks like it's a flat, and then 245s, and then out. So I'm going to take this little piece of metal and practice on it. See if I can make one like it, and then I'll try and get it into a bigger piece of metal, and then from then I'll build this piece down here and up to there. We'll see what happens. I will keep you appraised of it all. Yeah, so there's what it kind of looks like. They put this thing here, you push it into anything and it'll show. So that's the top is a small, and then it comes out to a bigger at the bottom. Who would have thunk of that? It just looks like square to me, but that's the way it is. That's the way the profile is. I'll see if I can make a profile like that. First I'll trace that out on a piece of paper, and then I'll know what it looks like. Yeah, so here, that piece of sheet, I've got that held in with Clecos, close to where I'm going to do the cut and butt along here and along on the top there. And then I did half of this hooky thing in here. Now I'm going to take the other half and I'll split it in two, because it's very difficult to handle that kind of a sheet of metal. But I'll split it in two, and then I'll see if I can get it welded along here and fit it to here. Where am I pointing, right? See if I can get it fitted to here, welded along there. Then I'll take this piece of metal off and weld it from the back side and clean it up so it looks good, and that'll make this curvy thing, hooky thing in here better, or about right anyhow. Might work. Then I have to do some, before I do all that, I'll do some English wheel on this, just because there's a whoop in it here from when I was bending it, and trying to make it so it's right. Anyhow, but it's going to be okay. So here, that's the one piece is there, done. Then I'll put a piece in out to here, this far, and another piece that far, and then I'll be able to make the bends easier and make it fit to this hooky bend here. Like it's a weird bend, that thing there. Yeah. But first, I guess if I want to do it right, I have to, this piece here has to go in first. That means don't have to worry about that too much yet. I'll put this piece in here. And it'll take some more. I might have to just cut a bit more out of this. Oh ho 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 ho. Yeah. Like up there, it's got a hooky bend. But that, like I might just taper that bend out so it just comes into a bend here. We'll just see. I'm not sure what this is going to look like when I get it done because I had nothing to guide me on this. And I'm pretty sure the other side, there's nothing to guide me there either. I'll look. No, here it's just straight there. See what happens if I close that door up a bit. Yeah, so the body line comes right to there, and it's just a straight line there. So that hooky thing kind of tapers out, I guess. Well, I don't mind that one bit because that hooky thing's hard to make. Down here it's got like a complex bend right there. You can hardly see it. So I think I'll taper it out after that and just come in as a flat curve on here. Like you see up at the front here. See how it stepped down to there? Steps down to there, steps down. I made it step down into here, but I can make this thing so that it tapers off to nothing, which suits me just fine as far as it goes. So then first I'll make a piece for to go in there. And I'll decide what I don't think I have to, like I have to cut a little bit out of here, a little bit out of here, but that's above, that's right there. I'll cut that little bit out of there, or I'll grind a bit on that to see, because this bit here needs a bit of cutting, and that bit there needs a bit of cutting right there. So maybe if I come up another inch or two on this, first I'll grind that off and clean it off. Okay. Now I cut out a bunch more. Don't I always cut out more than I think I should? Well, more than I think. Well, what the hell. Anyhow, I cut out up to here because there was rusty there and there's rust over there, but that's later. Cut that later. There's a bit of a curve to this. So this piece here that I've made for it, I put the curve in with the stretcher, and then this thing here, which is a little bit of a hoopy thing there, I just bent that in using a ball peen hammer, but I had to cut out this little bit right here to make it so it would go down into that curve to fit this. Don't you know it has to be curved right to there, right? And from the inside, I don't know, can you see that? From the inside there, I think I'll be able to weld it. If not, I'll drill through this side and plug it from that side somehow or other. We will see. So, first off, I just have to get it placed in here. La. And I'll just give it a little bit of a weld right here. Right there. And down here. Up on top here and down here, and then I'll cut and butt that thing in there and see if it comes up all right. Like it's going to be good right there, and then I'll get it on the outside here first, then I'll see about getting it welded on the inside. Anyhow, there we go. That's pretty close up, eh? There you go. That'll be the first little piece, then I'll make this little piece, and so on and so forth. Okay. Yeah, here we are. That's it for this day. Today is Friday, and that's it for this week. Now that sheet there is just kinkos. These little things are called kinkos. And stuff's falling out. But then so I went down halfway. This sheet will be pretty good. And I'll do some English wheel on this sheet later. Can you see that where it is? It's a big sheet, eh? Lots of coverage with that one. And then I've got it halfway into that hoopy thing here, so I can make the join in there, and I'm not going to weld it on until I get the two sheets welded together and this thing built, so I'll just leave it with the kinkos on there. Tomorrow or whenever I'll just do some, what do you call that? English wheeling on that to bring a crown into it. And then I discovered that to be able to get all this stuff fixed in here, this part here, which is, you can see around here, has to be fixed first. And right up to here is where it started. So I've got that welded in just lightly. It needs to be finished welding. But I've got it spot welded onto the backing plate here, which I thought would be a difficult thing, but you can reach in from the inside to do it, so yay. Now, the next bit here, there's not much of a bend this way, but there's a bit of a crown in it to go along the way. So I'll see if I can make this piece next, get it to fit in there nicely, and that'll be that. Okay, so Friday afternoon, yeah, and that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed it all. I'll just keep on pecking away at this Volkswagen Westfalia, and one day it'll be a Volkswagen Westfalia again, hey? Ah, well. Hope to see you soon. Bye. Yeah, so here's the beach. It's on the way to the beach. Busy day down here. 2 golf carts here, another one parked up the hill. My, oh my, haven't seen so much action here for a while. It's Saturday, maybe August 13, 2022. See how things are doing out here. Yeah, here we are. Nothing on the pond, right? Lots of people on the beach. Anyway, there you go. Beachcombers.